Okay. Oh my god. I absolutely have no idea how to start this. Hello everyone! Oh my god. I already fucked this up. I literally just sounded as if a guy named Jacob was touching me. You know what? No, screw this. Let's just start with an introduction. A little introduction from me. So, my name is Mark, and I'll be honest with you, I'm really not that important here. This channel isn't really about me, so my name is really all you need to know about me. But what is this channel about? So, I had a little sister, around 2 years younger than me. Her name is Susie. She was a really very talented person, you know. She was always into drawing and animating stuff like that. I really have no idea how she was doing any of this, but I really liked looking at her stuff. I remember her wanting to go to art school. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit carried away. So there came a time where she started to get interested in making games. She was pretty experimental with the stuff she was making. Well, she never shared those games to anyone. She was really afraid of what people might think, so I was basically the only person who played any of her games. So here I am. She has been giving those games to me through on a USB flash drive. That was way before I discovered Google Drive and before she could discover Google Drive. Well, kinda took me long enough, a few years, but here I am. So what this channel is, it's so I've gathered all of her games that she shared with me, and I'm gonna be playing them on this channel. I really think those games kinda deserve some recognition, although they are kinda pretentious at times. At least that's how I remembered them. But well, sorry, I just got a little carried away. Sorry if I sound a little tired. I haven't been sleeping well recently. Okay, so this is her first game. It's called, well, The Garden, as you can see on the title screen. And well, this is her first attempt at RPG Maker. I remember her telling me that, okay, I'm gonna make something quite simple as a little experiment just to learn the basics of RPG Maker. Something quick and simple, and I remember this game taking her around 2 weeks to make until she finally finished it. I kinda was losing my patience, but now I can't really blame her. Like, I have no idea how this stuff works, so it might be pretty hard to use. Okay, so wait, what? Wait. Was there a sprite always like that? Okay, no, wait, it may be just me, but I remember it looking differently. I don't know, maybe Susie changed it or something, but wait. Okay, that's pretty weird actually. Okay, no items or anything. Equip. Okay, she didn't change any equipment items. Well, she was focused on actually making the gameplay and story rather. So I can't really blame her. Okay, so wait. So here's this sign. I'm gonna be reading the dialogues out loud, so for lazy people who can't read, this is a garden. A garden long forgotten. It is slowly fading away. It is slowly running out of resources since nobody cares enough to provide them. It is dying. And with it, its citizens will die as well. There are still flowers that will rot if nothing is done about them. And that is where you come in. A hero in a white armor. Your job is quite simple. You have to collect all the flowers. Save them from this giant composter that was once called a garden. Give them new, better life that they have been always waiting for. Because if you don't, nobody will. Nobody will care. No one will remember. Okay, so we're off to a pretty great start. Okay, so wait. Okay, so here are the flowers. Sorry, it's been really years since I've last played any of those games, so I may have forgotten some things. Okay. Hello. Hi. How are you? Well, I'm fine. How about you? Not gonna lie, I'm pretty bored. But hey, it is what it is. Well, at least you have other flowers to talk to. Yeah, I know, but imagine if you stay in the same place for a very long time, if you keep talking only to the same people for a very long time, without doing absolutely anything else, without actually having anything else to do, you can really run out of things to talk about. Oh, I see. Yeah, not gonna lie, the constant boredom can be exhausting. Sometimes I think even pain would be better than this. At least I would feel something. Anything at all. I don't care about the joy or pleasure anymore. Anything would be better than a constant state of nothingness. Hey, listen, sorry about the talk. Nah, it's okay, I'm fine. Okay, well, still sorry. I just wanted to get this off my chest. Yeah, no wonder. You know, it was nice talking to you. Thanks. Meeting new faces is like treasure in here. Oh, by the way, what brings you here actually? 'Cause I forgot to ask. Oh, yeah. I'm here to actually help you. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm taking all the flowers from there and bringing here to some better garden. Some better garden where you will be actually taken care of. Hey, that's actually good news. So, do you wanna go? Why, yes, of course. Yeah, alright. Sorry, oh my god, like, sorry if I'm sounding a little bit, well, you know how I've been sounding, but it's, it is coming back to them after so many years. It, it just brings back so many memories. It's bringing me back, you know, and it's pretty hard. So, okay, so my rambling away, I'm just gonna get the next flower. Hello! Hi there. What brings you here, big guy? Well, I'm here to move all the flowers here to a better garden. Oh my god. That's wonderful. I'll be honest with you, I always waited for this moment. I always wished I would be in a beautiful garden, being a part of something truly remarkable. Something that people could watch and admire. Maybe an amazing setting or flowers put in some kind of pattern, whatever. And knowing full well that I'm a part of this, I don't care how big or famous the garden would be. If the view of it brings joy to just one person, that would already be an accomplishment to me. That thought alone makes me shed a little tear. I'll be honest, I really thought this moment wouldn't happen. I already accepted the fact that I'm stuck here forever. But throughout every second, still, I had a bit of hope in the back of my head. Hope, even though it was small, it really helped me keep going. If it wasn't for that, I don't know how I would survive here. I am glad my hope was correct. Alright, here you go. Thank you. Hi there. Hello. Finally, there's someone new here. How long has it been? I haven't seen any human here since forever. Yeah, I can imagine. You know, I remember there were more humans back in the day. You may not see it now, but this place really used to be something. I still remember how bright it was, how green the grass was. I remember the gardeners who walked around and took care of us. They loved talking to us. They were so kind. I remember the guests who admired our garden. I remember the smiles on their faces. However, with time, the garden started losing interest. People were visiting bigger, better, more popular gardens. We started to live in a shadow. The gardeners were struggling financially but still took care of us. They were not giving up, but their wallet started to take toll of them. They had to find new jobs at some other gardens. They abandoned us as well. Honestly, I don't blame them. They had a choice to either live and survive or stay here and starve with us. Not gonna lie, I really miss those times. But hey, I had my time of glory. Now it's time for my retirement. This is, well, the worst thing imaginable. But hey, you can't have it all. The worst thing I could do is to be sad that those times are gone. You know, it was fun while it lasted. When I'm thinking about the good old times, I can't help but smile. You know, you actually have a chance to go back to those times. What do you mean? I'm here to take all the flowers to some actually decent garden. Oh my god. Yeah. You better sign me up, man, 'cause I'm in. Yeah. Okay. Well, from what I can see, there are no more flowers down there, so I remember that her telling me that she wanted to the flowers down here as well. I even saw her initial project in RPG Maker. There were flowers on the bottom as well, but I remember her telling me that it already was taking enough work for the flowers she already made, so there was no point. She Especially that she didn't have really any more ideas for the rest of the dialogue. Here's a funny thing she told me, that the part that took her the longest wasn't really the assets or anything, or even the music. Oh, by the way, she was making all of the music in the games by herself. All the assets, writing, music, she all made that by herself. The part that took her the longest in this game, writing the dialogues. That took her the longest. She said that although every dialogue was pretty quick to write, around an hour maximum, although she was always interested in storytelling. She even had some stories written, but she was pretty good at here actually. But I remember her telling me that she hated writing. Not because she was bad at it or anything, she was good at it really, but she just hated the process of writing itself. She was always more into visual arts, but her interest in storytelling kinda forced her to write. She didn't really like it, but she told me that she was glad that she knew how to write, because if it wasn't for that, she wouldn't be able to tell a good story. She always told me that it's much easier to fix up a written script rather than to fix the whole game, for example, or fix the whole storyboard or animatic. I remember that most of the time throughout those 2 weeks when making the game, those were really hiatuses. Those were breaks she took. That was really most of the time. After she made all the assets necessary, she couldn't get herself to write any dialogue. She made all of those assets in like 1 day, but her telling me that writing a one dialogue with a flower was already a lot of work for her, and she told me that every flower was written in a different day. That's kinda how she hated writing. So yeah. Okay, sorry. I got a little carried away, so let's get another flower. Hey there. Hello. How are you? Oh, I'm fine. Good to know. I'll be honest, it's really hard to believe that someone actually gave enough of a crap to come here. Buddy, I don't know if it's curiosity or something, but really, there's really not a lot to see. Just a ton of compost and a few flowers that actually survived. Flowers that will soon die anyways, including me. You know, it's really hard. Ever since we were abandoned, we basically lost everything. The other flowers may hope for better tomorrow, but the truth is, it will never happen. I used to have a naive hope, but in the end, you can only hope for so long. There comes a moment where you have to accept the truth, to accept the reality around you, to accept your fate. There is really no point in missing the past or living in a fantasy of a better future. What truly matters is here and now. I have a little time left and I wanna use it the best way I can. The less time you have, the more important each second is. You know, maybe not all hope is lost. What do you mean? This is what I'm here for. I'm taking all the flowers to another garden. You will actually be taken care of. Wait, you're kidding, right? Not at all. Alright then, I'll go with you. I would love to. Yeah. Well, so far everything in this game is exactly how I remembered it. Well, except the sprite of our character, but like, I don't know, maybe she changed it back when... okay, so I'll be honest, it's kinda weird looking back at it after so many years. Okay, so let's get going. Hey there, young man. Hello. What are you doing there? Look around. There's nothing interesting if you ask me. Well, I'm taking all the flowers to a better garden. Wait, really? Yeah. Well then, good luck. Thanks. So, you're going? Nah, I'll pass. Wait, what? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I really can't get myself to leave. I don't think I really want to. I was born here. I grew up here. This place has always been my home. I don't think I want to leave. It means a lot to me. Even though it changed, even though it became a dumpster, I don't think I can just leave it like that. Leave it to rot, without anyone remembering it. The memory of not only mine, but of my entire family. Family? Are the other flowers here your family? No. My whole family died a long time ago. Oh. But you know that you're gonna die here. Everyone is gonna die eventually. The truth is, I accepted my fate a long time ago. And I wanna die with the memory of my home. But why? What is the point? The truth is, this place will be forgotten anyways. You dying there will not change anything. Your whole bloodline will die with you. Do you want that? Or do you want to continue? And have your children and grandchildren remember you? Talking about how if it weren't for you, none of them would be there. But also, look around. This place is a piece of garbage. Is this really what you want to be your last memory? A rotting, forgotten nowhere? You know what? You're right. I don't wanna rot here and become forgotten. If I have to die, at least I wanna die with dignity. I wanna be remembered. I'm in. Okay, but I already have to point out one thing I really didn't like about this game, and I was just reminded of it. So, well, I really don't like our character telling each and every flower about taking them to a better garden. Like, he just keeps repeating himself, and I don't know, like, that feels pretty annoying to me. Well, Susie told me that, hey, the flowers don't really know what you're here for, so of course he has to inform them. Susie said it makes it more natural, but I kind of think it makes it more annoying, like he's just repeating himself. Okay, so there's something more. And boy, oh boy, here we are. Hello. Hey, are you okay? No. Yeah, I can see that. Are you rotting? Yes. And I have been for quite some time now. It hurts. Everything hurts. Hey, buddy, don't cry. Easy for you to say. Yeah. By the way, why are you here all alone? Did all the flowers here die or something? No. There were no flowers to begin with. I'm the only one. Then why are you alone? The other flowers didn't want me here. They hate me. They all hate me. Even the gardeners. The flowers asked to move me here and gardeners gladly agreed. It's like they want me to suffer. But hey, why would anyone care? I'm just a sad, pathetic, unlikable loner. Hey, don't say that. Why not? That's the truth after all. When everyone hates me, that should mean I'm the problem, right? That's not... Do you hate me? No, why would I? Why wouldn't you? Look at me. I'm a rotten piece of shit. Through this whole conversation, I've been doing nothing but self-pitying and flooding you with my trauma. I'm a parasite. I deserve to rot. No, you don't. Listen, you really shouldn't be this hard on yourself. Yeah, you don't really mean it, do you? I already know that. Pretending to be nice to you just to stab you in the back when you're not looking. No, sorry. I shouldn't go to assumptions. I barely know you. No, it's fine. I understand. Do you? You know, you're a good listener. Please don't leave. If you do, I'll have no one to talk to. Don't worry. I'm not gonna leave you. Listen. I know how you feel. Wait, what? Trust me, I know too well. Wait, what? Wait, no. I know what it's like to be shamed, insulted, beaten. I have been excluded. I dealt with people pretending to be nice just to make fun of me and criticize me about me. Wait. Listen, I have very good news for you. What news? I'm taking all the flowers to a better garden. You will finally have a decent life. Really? Yes. Oh my God. Please take me with you. Of course. That's out of the question. Wait, okay. Suddenly, you start to feel something. You look at the flowers you're holding in your hands. You see them squirming. The rot from the lonely flower quickly spread onto others. They start screaming in agonal pain. You drop them in shock and take a step back. They squirm and scream in agonal pain for about a minute. And then, it stops. The whole area falls dead silent. You walk up to the flowers, hearing nothing but your footsteps. You look at the flowers. Of course, they're dead. However, you look at the rotten one. You can see a slight grin on his face. Okay, so, well, that's the game. This is how it ends. So, everything is exactly how I remembered it. Well, some changes kinda caught me off guard, but I don't know why Susie made those changes, but okay. I'll be honest, I don't really know what to say right now, so maybe I'll just say a goodbye. So this has been The Garden, and my name is Mark, and bye!